When we see the news, it's not new for us to see cases about kidnapping, insecurity, drug trafficking, and all that horrible stuff that is happening in our country and in our world. But sometimes uh, we think that we are not part of this weird world of violence. We know that it is real because we can see it on the TV, but it's not kind of real for us because maybe it doesn't happen to us. It just happened in the TV, in the news. Well, I want to tell you about a personal story, a personal experience. Okay, well, this happened 2 years ago, and I never thought that one day I was going to be in the middle of a shooting. And let me tell you, it's horrible. It's the most horrible thing I had ever seen. Well, I want to talk about my story. Um, Everything started when my brother, my parents, and me decided to go to an uncle's party. This party took place in the Distrito Federal, in the house of my uncle. Well, my sister and her family decided to went to this party too. So we arrived, my brother and me in one car, my parents in other, and the family of my sister and she in other. When the party ends, we decide to go together to our houses because we live relatively close. So we think that it was a good idea to do this. Well, the line of cars was in this order. First of all, it was the van of my father with me and my father, of course. In the second car, it was my brother and my mother, and in the third car, it was the family of my sister and she. Well, my father was leading this line of cars, and he decided to take a turbo to arrive faster to our house. So in that moment, I was sitting beside him, and I was singing the song about Amar y Querer of Jose Jose. I am not going to forget that anyway. Um, well, in something strange happened. For some strange reason, I looked through the mirror of the car to see if my brother were at the back, but I discovered that it wasn't. So then something very strange for me happened. That it was that my that vans and cars of police officers were at the back, like 5 or more. I don't know. I didn't count, but they were with their siren sounding, and they were saying something, but I couldn't hear because I was listening to the music. So I turned off the radio to hear what was happening in that moment. The first thing I heard was, uh, "Close the turbo, don't let the Hummer go." Well, after that, everything happened very fast for me. My father stopped the car, and the cops of the turbo closed the road. In that moment, we discovered that a yellow Hummer passed beside us and stopped in front of us. And in that moment, I was thinking all the news and all that could have that happened in a bad way, all the tragic news in the TV, and I was very afraid, of course. Um, Everything get worse when the police with her face covered called us, hitting the window. My father, okay, opened the window, and the cops said us to be calm, to reclaim the seats, to protect us, and to be safe. So we did what the cops said us, of course, to be safe. Then, well, did you ever hear the shoot of a real gun? I'm not talking about the shoot of the movies one. No, that a real shoot of a gun. Well, in that day I hear at least 20 shots, and let me tell you that is the most horrible sound I had ever heard. Well, for that I was very afraid, of course. Well, at the at the end, when the cops arrested the the people in the Hummer and accused by for kidnapping, and they when they saved the the guy that what they were that it was kidnapped. Um, the cops let us go from there, and we can pass the toll booth because they opened the road. So I was very happy. At the end, my father and me, um, nothing bad happened to us. But well, at the end, my brother called us to know if we were um, good, because he said us that the police um, closed the road before the shooting start, and my family was very afraid of us because they hear the shooting, and they think the tragic things I had thought, so they were very afraid of us. Um, well, in a conclusion, I can tell you that this experience is the most horrible for me, and I can tell you that we are part. I discovered that we are part of that horrible and violent war. Maybe it doesn't happen to us, but this thing that I told you is the proof that anyone can live this type of experience. Well, we are part of this world. Well, thank you.